Speaking of defending, the defenses are cracked. Ships leaves the game. Ouch. Colossi there, Colossi there. Predator could have brought him over, but Ships is out and 152 is out. He may as well let these other things go. Could bring the Mutalisks back and do some damage with them later, but it is what it is. Guys, if you are a full team, if you are a good team, if you work well together, don't leave the game unless you're all committed to it. As you can see, with Unsleep getting knocked back so far on his heels, he was able to stay in, act the spotter, and eventually get minerals and feed evil. Schmunkel got knocked out of his main base, worked on a expansion for so long, yet able to come out with those Dark Templars and continuously harass and destroy expansion bases while Evil took the brunt of it. Evil's army got nailed and dropped down, allowing Schmunkel to bring out these Void Rays and do some serious damage. Crank up the speed here. This team finishes off this base. And begin moving in on Predator soon enough. Schmunkel takes out Nexus. Schmunkel takes out Vespene Geysers. Point of interest, yeah, make sure to take out the Vespene Geysers that still have Vespene in them. Predator warps in some Stalkers. That's good, they're going to do some damage against those Void Rays. But this pack of Stalkers will take out that pack of Stalkers. And they're done. Here come the Colossi. That'll change the battle. Evil is screaming out for help at this point. Saying, Schmunkel, get in here. And Void Rays v Colossi. Void Rays win every day. One Stalker manages to come out. Stalker doesn't last very long. Evil starts shutting down pylons. Schmunkel does the same. Predator knows there's pretty much no point in staying around. These troops have been sitting here for quite some time. Maybe could have done some damage. Come up here and wipe out Unsleep. Come up here and wipe out Evil. Speaking of Evil, practically no income whatsoever, but has built a Nexus and is cranking in the high resource minerals. Brings over some more troops, more probes. Battle over here is fairly standard. Taking out some photon cannons. Excuse me, taking out some pylons. That is a massive army of probes. Doing some really good mining. Again, knocking out pylons. Evil's concentrating on this gas, not because he actually wants that gas to die, but because he's working on his expansion base down south. 40 kills for that Immortal. That Immortal's been around for a while. Off goes Schmunkel's Void Rays to go find what else is out here. We know there's a Colossus army in his base. We're fully aware of that. I think at this point we tell Schmunkel to go ahead and take his Void Rays back. There they go. Yeah, his base is going to take some damage. It's probably going to be wiped out. Frankly, that's okay. Once those Void Rays show up, that's the end of it. Evil popping off some stuff here. Wants to make sure that we can no longer build Colossi, so drills down on this robotics bay. We wiped Predator out once before, or at least wiped out all his pylons, and they came back. So let's just make sure those can't come around. At some point, Evil walks over, pops off these 4 pylons so that the cannons will no longer be active. Here come those Void Rays. Again, Void Ray v Colossi. Void Ray wins. Checking out our income rate. Yep, Evil's up to near 800 level. Unfortunately, can't really feed anyone else. He's cranking out the troops himself. Or, yep, cranking out the troops himself. This one's funny. Predator builds here, at least to have a base. Predator's base gets wiped out. He's got another one over here still. Hats off to Predator. Never give up, never surrender. As long as you have an idea, you have a plan, you keep calm, you're okay. But at this point, we're just bringing in the resources. Working on this one here. Gets in the resource line, works on the Nexus, and frankly that is the end of the game right there. There's not anything really left to do. Let's finish picking out some stuff. Predator has not rebuilt his base. You know, I say never give up, never surrender. He does have resources. He has no income. And frankly, it's just a matter of wiping out his last buildings. There you go. That was a massive, massive battle. Back and forth. Could have been over several different times for several different people. I do thoroughly enjoy the cannon blockade here with the Stalkers in the back and Zealots and Immortals up front. That was a huge difference against those Ultralisks that we're trying to push in. Same thing for this massive battle that happened over here with Hydralisks, Zerglings, Zealots, Mutalisks. Fight and retreat, fight and retreat, fight and retreat. That really saved this area. Unsleep getting pretty much wiped out and yet staying in to be Caller and eventually feed minerals to Evil is a huge deal. Schmunkle's Dark Templars, at least for our side, was amazing, being able to hunt down those expansion bases and just knock them out one by one. Completely choked off the resources right when the other team needed them the most. So 152 leaving as early as he did was a surprise. Had he stayed in, this game might have gone a different way, but you know, he didn't, and his team lost, and the Evil team actually got to win one. So thanks for watching this Evil strategy session. I hope we meet someday on the field of battle, but until then, stay evil.